Starseed from Gaia, the pressure you felt was never meant to break you. It was meant to qualify you. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am speaking to you directly in this moment because what you have just endured is not something most beings can sustain without fracturing. You held. You did not collapse. You did not disconnect. And the Arcturian Council has confirmed what your soul already sensed. You passed a threshold. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly what that endurance phase activated within you, why your timeline is now accelerating beyond what you previously thought possible, and how the stability you demonstrated under pressure is the direct cause of the shift you are about to experience. But here is the first revelation. The intensity you felt was not an obstacle placed in your path. It was a qualification phase designed specifically for your blueprint. Most beings dissolve under that level of pressure. You adapted. That adaptation is not a small thing. It is the difference between remaining in a holding pattern and advancing into the next layer of your mission. You did not just endure. You advanced. You didn't scroll to this by mistake. This transmission vibrated into your field because something in you was ready to receive confirmation. This is not content. It is a code. And part of you has been waiting to hear it spoken aloud. Like this transmission to signal to your star family, I am ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you are aligning with your true purpose. Comment 999 if you feel your timeline beginning to shift. Declare what you held through and reply to someone else who is still holding, because this field amplifies when we move together. This is not just a message. It is a point of reconnection between who you were before the pressure and who you are becoming now that you have passed through it. You are not here by accident. There is a moment, and most of you have already lived it, where something inside you breaks in a way that does not heal back the same. Not broken the way they told you. Not broken the way you feared. Broken the way a seed breaks when it can no longer contain what is growing inside it. That moment was not your lowest point. That moment was your activation. If you have been through something in the last season of your life that shook your identity, collapsed a reality you thought was permanent, or pushed you into silence and solitude you did not choose, stay with me. Because what the Arcturian High Council has been transmitting across multiple timelines converges on this single truth. The crucible you survived was not punishment. It was precision. It was calibrated. And it has already changed you at a level your human mind has not yet fully translated. What you are about to hear is not inspiration. It is a frequency report. It is a transmission for those who have endured and are now, in ways they may not yet see, arriving at the threshold of something entirely new. Most starseeds who come to this kind of message are not here because they are lost. They are here because something in them already knows they have moved through a threshold, and they are searching for a language to describe what happened on the other side. This is an intuitive recognition, a deep soul-level knowing that a profound shift has occurred, even if the conscious mind struggles to articulate its impact. It is akin to a traveler returning from an arduous, transformative journey, knowing they are utterly changed, but finding no familiar words in their native tongue to convey the new landscapes they have traversed within. You did not fall apart. You were restructured. Imagine a cosmic alchemist diligently separating the precious gold from the dross, or a master architect dismantling an old, decaying structure to make way for one built on higher principles. The old container was not simply broken. It was metabolized, dissolved, and transmuted with deliberate purpose. And yet, there is a distortion pattern that runs through the starseed field with extraordinary persistence. It is the pattern of spiritual amnesia that occurs not before the awakening, but after the crucible. It is the fog that sets in once the fire has passed. A strange numbness, a delayed grief, a confusion about why you do not feel victorious when you know, somewhere beneath the surface, that you survived something significant. This is not forgetfulness in the mundane sense, but a sensory and energetic overwhelm, much like emerging from a pitch-dark cave into blinding sunlight. The system, accustomed to shadow, needs time to adjust to the intensity of its own newfound illumination. The mind seeks familiar reference points for victory, often expecting celebration and immediate clarity, while the soul quietly processes the seismic shifts within. This is not depression. This is not regression. This is integration lag. It is the gap between what your energy body has already received and what your conscious mind has not yet processed. Your field upgraded. Your nervous system is still translating the new frequency into language, sensation, and direction. Think of it as a sophisticated computer system undergoing a massive operating system upgrade. During the reboot, there's a period of slowness, perhaps even a blank screen or unexpected glitches, while the new, more powerful software is integrated. Your energetic field has downloaded vast amounts of new data and capabilities, but your physical and mental systems are still catching up, interpreting these higher frequencies into coherent thought, palpable feeling, and actionable insight. It's like learning a brand new cosmic alphabet to describe the universe you now inhabit. Most starseeds stay disconnected not because they have not awakened, but because they were never given the framework to recognize what an upgrade actually feels like from the inside. They expected awakening to feel like expansion and light from the very first moment, a continuous blissful ascent. No one told them that some of the most profound, most potent upgrades arrive wrapped in exhaustion, disorientation, and grief. They were not warned that the birth of a new self can feel as messy and disorienting as any physical birth, a process involving contractions, intensity, and a temporary sense of utter chaos before the new form emerges. The romanticized vision of spiritual awakening often overlooks the gritty, demanding work of soul evolution. The Arcturian transmissions are clear on this. The soul does not graduate through comfort alone. The deepest codes in your galactic blueprint are locked behind frequencies that can only be accessed through pressure, through dissolution, through the willingness to remain present while everything familiar falls away. Consider the diamond, forged under unimaginable pressure deep within the earth, transforming carbon into brilliance. Or the star itself, igniting its core through gravitational collapse, a process of intense compression leading to immense light. The universe's most profound creative processes often involve states of intense pressure and seemingly chaotic dissolution. This is not random suffering. It is divine engineering, a precise alchemical process designed to unlock your highest potential. You have been there. You know what that feels like. The tremor in your cells, the raw vulnerability of facing what you thought was your end, the quiet strength found in the debris of your former life. And if you are watching this now, breathing through whatever is still settling inside you, understand that you did not merely survive. You received something. You did not simply endure the storm. You learned to navigate the cosmic currents within it. And that reception, that indelible imprint of higher frequency, has already altered your timeline, bending it towards a destiny far grander than you could have imagined before the fire. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Now let us walk through what has actually happened inside you, and what is now available because of it. Phase 1. Decoding. What the crucible actually was. Before you can move forward, you must stop misidentifying what you came through. The mind, operating from earthbound survival conditioning, categorizes hardship as failure, loss, or punishment. It looks for someone to blame, including yourself, casting judgment on perceived shortcomings or past decisions. It measures the experience against what it cost you in material or emotional terms, rather than what it profoundly unlocked within your spiritual architecture. This deeply ingrained human tendency to label adversity as inherently negative can obscure the profound intelligence woven into these experiences. But from a galactic frequency perspective, The crucible is something entirely different. It is an event horizon. It is the point in a starseed's timeline where the vibrational gap between their Earth-adopted identity and their actual soul blueprint becomes unsustainable. Something has to give, and what gives is always the false construct, the version of reality built on conditioning, fear, and borrowed purpose. Deepen your understanding of this event horizon as a point of no return, where the very fabric of your perceived reality warps and the old rules no longer apply. It is a gateway, not a dead end, a portal to an entirely new energetic landscape. The false construct was an intricate architecture of beliefs, roles, and coping mechanisms built not on your authentic light, but on the need to survive within a density that was never truly native to your soul. This architecture might have included people-pleasing tendencies, overachieving, hiding your true spiritual gifts, or conforming to societal expectations that stifled your unique radiance. The thing that collapsed during your crucible was never your true self. It was the architecture you had built to survive in a frequency that was never native to you. And now that it has come down, your original signal, the one encoded in your DNA, in your field, in your galactic lineage, has more room to move. Imagine a powerful radio signal finally cutting through years of static, or a lighthouse beam piercing through a dense, suffocating fog. The authentic essence of your being, your unique cosmic frequency, can now broadcast unimpeded, reaching further and resonating with greater clarity. This is phase 1, the reframe. You must look at what happened and begin to see it as a recalibration event rather than a catastrophic one. Not to bypass the grief, that is real and must be honored, for grief is the soul's way of acknowledging profound change and release, but to begin receiving the intelligence embedded in the experience. It is like a master craftsman recalibrating a precision instrument after it has been exposed to extreme conditions, or a cosmic compass being reset in a new, more powerful magnetic field. This is not a breakdown. It is an upgrade, an intentional fine-tuning of your being. The intelligence embedded in the experience offers wisdom about your inherent resilience, clarifies your true values, and sharpens your discernment of energetic truths, offering lessons that no amount of intellectual study could ever impart. Phase 2. Recognizing the irreversible upgrade. Here is what the Arcturian High Council is transmitting with great clarity at this juncture. Certain upgrades, once activated through the crucible, cannot be reversed. This is critical. You cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot return to the vibrational density of who you were before the fire. The transformation is as permanent and profound as a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. There is no going back to the old form. This is an energetic imprint, an indelible tattoo on the soul, a fundamental shift in your very cellular consciousness. The neural pathways that have been rewired, the energy channels that have been forced open, the layer of reality that has been permanently rendered transparent to you. These are not temporary states. They are structural changes in your field. Your brain has literally remapped itself to perceive higher dimensions. Your meridians and chakras have been blown open to accommodate greater energetic flow. The veil between worlds has thinned, allowing you access to insights and awareness previously hidden. Your sensory perception shifts, intuition sharpens, empathy deepens, and your awareness of subtle energies intensifies. You have upgraded from a simple, limited apparatus to a sophisticated, multidimensional receiver. This is what is meant by timeline acceleration. It is not that events begin happening faster, though that is often a side effect, as your outer reality scrambles to catch up with your inner transformation. It is that the gap between your current vibrational state and your soul's highest available timeline has been dramatically compressed. You have been pushed forward along your own trajectory by the intensity of what you endured. Imagine a journey that previously required many slow, incremental steps, now being completed in a single quantum leap. Or a river, previously meandering, suddenly finding its course clarified and its flow dramatically increased due to a tectonic shift in the landscape. Your soul's predestined path is manifesting with unprecedented speed and synchronicity, not because you are rushing, but because the internal friction has been removed. Many starseeds, in the aftermath of the crucible, feel like they are starting over. But that is a perceptual error. You are not starting over. You are starting from a completely different elevation. The view is unfamiliar, because you have never stood this high before. This is like a mountain climber reaching a new, higher peak. The landscape below looks entirely different. The air is thinner, the perspective wider, and the previous path seems almost unrecognizable. You are not at base camp again. You are continuing your ascent from a vantage point previously unimaginable, with new insights and expanded capabilities forged in the heights you have already scaled. Phase 3. Clearing the residual frequency. Debt. After any major activation, there is always residue. The crucible generates intensity, and intensity leaves imprints in the energy body. Grief crystallized in the chest, fear calcified in the lower field, old stories still looping in the mental layer even after the circumstance has passed. This residue is not a sign that the upgrade failed. It is simply the energetic matter that the transformation did not have time to fully metabolize, and if left unaddressed, it will create drag, a slowing of the timeline acceleration that was activated through the crucible. Picture the aftermath of a powerful fire. Though the flames have subsided, ash and embers remain, and the air still carries the scent of smoke. This is not a flaw in the fire, but a natural consequence of its intensity. Similarly, energetic debris, phantom pains, echoes of old patterns, and the subtle hum of past traumas can linger in your field. If not consciously cleared, these remnants act like barnacles on a fast ship or a lightly engaged brake in a high-performance vehicle, impeding your natural forward momentum. This is why the post-crucible phase requires deliberate, consistent energy work. Not more processing of the story, not more analysis of what happened and why, but vibrational clearance, breath, movement, sound, stillness, conscious field attention that allows the residue to discharge so your newly recalibrated field can operate at its intended frequency. The distinction here is crucial. You are moving beyond the narrative loop of what happened and why to address the raw energetic imprints themselves. This means engaging in practices like conscious breathwork, pranayama, intuitive movement, qigong, yoga, dance, sound healing, toning, vibrational bowls, deep meditation, spending extended time in nature, and intentional energy clearing exercises. These practices, applied consistently, help your system metabolize the lingering energetic matter, allowing it to be released and transmuted. You are not cleaning up a wound here. You are removing interference from a signal that is trying to broadcast at a higher amplitude. Imagine a powerful radio signal that is being obscured by static from localized interference. The signal itself is strong and clear, but the noise prevents it from being received optimally. By diligently clearing this frequency debt, you are not fixing something that is broken, but rather optimizing your receiver, allowing your true, higher amplitude signal to broadcast unimpeded, both to yourself and to the wider cosmos. Phase 4. Anchoring the new identity. One of the most disorienting aspects of timeline acceleration is that your sense of identity becomes temporarily unstable. The version of you that entered the crucible no longer exists. But the version of you that has fully integrated the upgrade has not yet fully crystallized. You are in the in-between, more alive than you have been, less defined than you are used to. This is a liminal space, a sacred void, like the chrysalis phase after the caterpillar dissolves, before the butterfly emerges. It can feel like a loss of gravity, an ethereal weightlessness where the familiar anchors of self have vanished. This phase asks you to resist the urge to rush the resolidification of identity. The ego will push hard to rebuild something familiar, for its very nature is to seek definition and control. It will try to reconstruct the old structure with minor modifications and call it growth, attempting to paste new labels onto old wounds and cling to outdated roles. Do not let it. This is spiritual bypassing. a dangerous temptation to revert to comfort rather than embrace the profound newness of your being. The broken pieces of the old self cannot simply be glued back together. They no longer fit. Instead, allow this fluid state to inform you. Embrace the uncertainty as a sacred opportunity for discovery and revelation. Notice what still resonates deeply within your core and what no longer does. Pay attention to where your energy moves freely and expansively and where it drags, creating resistance. Notice what you are drawn toward now that you could not access or perhaps even perceive before. These are not random preferences or fleeting whims. They are navigational signals from your recalibrated field, subtle energetic currents, like breadcrumbs leading you toward the timeline that the upgrade was specifically designed to activate. Follow the joy, the peace, the effortless flow. These are the unerring indicators of alignment. Your new identity is not built. It is revealed. And it is revealed through paying attention to the frequencies that now move through you without resistance, through honoring the authentic pull of your revitalized soul, through the quiet, profound act of remembering who you truly are, stripped of all conditioning and false constructs. It is like an archaeological excavation, patiently uncovering the pristine, original artifact that was always there, waiting beneath layers of accumulated dust and debris. Phase 5. Reclaiming your role in the collective field starseeds do not awaken for themselves alone. This is one of the foundational truths of the galactic mission. Personal activation always has a collective radius. When your field upgrades, everything in your proximity, relationships, environments, thought streams, creative output, begins to be exposed to a different frequency. Some things align, some things dissolve. Both are appropriate. Your upgraded field creates ripples in the energetic pond around you, much like a lighthouse shining its beam across the waters, illuminating both what is ready to be seen and what needs to recede into the shadows. Relationships built on old frequencies, on codependency or shared wounds, may find themselves unable to hold the new light and will gently, or sometimes not so gently, dissolve. Conversely, new, deeply aligned connections will emerge, drawn by your altered vibrational signature. Environments that once felt comfortable may now feel suffocating, while new spaces open up, resonating with your expanded frequency. Creative impulses and thought streams will flow with new clarity, power, and higher guidance. This is a natural sifting, a realignment of your entire energetic ecosystem. The crucible did not just change you, it changed what you emit. And what you emit now, post-upgrade, post-activation, post-integration, carries a different instruction code than it did before. Your energetic signature is fundamentally different. You are a walking frequency, a living broadcast station. This new code carries the wisdom of resilience, the depth of empathy, the clarity of discernment, and the profound frequency of unconditional love, forged in the fires you endured. It's like upgrading a software program from version 1.0 to 5.0. Your capabilities and the data you transmit are profoundly different. You are now broadcasting at a frequency that can reach other starseeds who are still inside their own crucible, still inside their own fire, still unsure whether they will come out on the other side. Your mere existence, your embodied presence, becomes a silent call, a vibrational handshake for those who are ready to receive it. You are a living example, a proof of concept, demonstrating that profound transformation is not only possible, but divinely ordained. Your survival is a transmission. Your recalibration is a beacon. You do not need to announce it, to stand on a mountaintop and declare your transformation. You do not need to teach it explicitly through words alone. You simply need to embody it, and the field will do the rest. Your journey, your scars, your transformed light. These are not just personal stories. They are energetic data points, vibrational maps for others who are navigating similar terrain. You are a way shower by simply being, by radiating the new frequency you now hold. Phase 6. Trusting the accelerated timeline. Here is where many starseeds falter after the crucible, not in the darkness, but in the light. Not during the hardship, but after the release, when the pressure lifts and ease begins to flow. This is a paradoxical but common experience. The fear of success, the subtle self-sabotage mechanisms activated by unfamiliar peace, the trauma response to sustained well-being. Because when the timeline begins to accelerate, when synchronicities begin multiplying with uncanny precision, when doors begin opening in directions they were not even watching, there is a fear response that rises. A deep-coded question echoes from the primal layers of consciousness. Is this real? Or am I setting myself up to fall again? This is the fear of trusting the new, the fear of expanding into the unfamiliar expanse of your own potential. It is the residual imprint of the crucible whispering that expansion is dangerous, that visibility leads to vulnerability, that things that feel good eventually turn, and that peace is merely a lull before another storm. This internal saboteur, often rooted in ancestral wounds or collective trauma, attempts to keep you small and safe by reminding you of past pains and disappointments. It tries to convince you that true growth must always be arduous and that ease is a precursor to collapse. The Arcturian transmission on this is firm. The timeline acceleration is not a trap. It is a confirmation. It is the universe recalibrating your outer reality to match the inner frequency you have earned. This is an absolute truth. The universe is not playing tricks or setting you up for failure. It is simply responding to your newly earned vibrational signature. Think of it as tuning forks resonating with each other, or a powerful magnet attracting its corresponding metal. Your inner transformation is now being mirrored and materialized in your outer world. The speed of alignment after the crucible is not recklessness. It is resonance. It is not impulsive decision-making, but an effortless flow guided by a deep inner knowing and external validation that manifests with divine timing. Trust the synchronicities. Trust the open doors. Trust the people who arrive with unexpected wisdom or support. Trust the ideas that come through with unusual clarity and a profound sense of rightness. They are not accidents. They are not random occurrences. They are the materialization of the upgrade you have integrated. They are your highest future reaching back through time to meet you, sending messengers and signs to guide you forward. Pay attention to the feeling they evoke, an unmistakable sense of alignment, expansion, and meant to be. Phase 7. Activating the mission. From the new ground. The final phase is not a destination. It is an orientation. It is the moment where you stop asking whether the awakening is real and begin operating from it as a foundation. It is a fundamental shift in your perspective and your very mode of being. Your internal compass is now permanently locked onto its true north, no longer searching but securely oriented. It is the shift from seeker to transmitter, from student to co-creator, from someone who survived to someone who embodies what survival was always preparing them to become. The journey pivots from receiving to giving, from learning to expressing, from merely enduring to powerfully empowering. You become a conduit, a living channel for higher frequencies. Your mission is not something you discover out there, like a lost treasure waiting to be found. It is something that becomes unavoidable as you clear the distortion from your field. It is an internal revelation, an inherent blueprint unfurling from within your core. It surfaces as an undeniable pull, a recurring theme, a capacity you keep returning to because it carries no effort, only resonance. These are the undeniable signs, a deep inner knowing that compels you, a passion that feels like breathing, a natural talent that brings both profound joy and selfless service. It is the unique vibration, the specific light code, that only you can emit, the distinct piece of the cosmic puzzle that only you can offer. It is the thing that was always there, waiting for you to be vibrational ready enough to carry it. The crucible made you ready. The intense pressure, the profound dissolution, the unwavering presence you maintained. These were the final calibrations, the divine initiation that prepared your vessel for its sacred purpose. You are not preparing for your mission anymore. You are the mission. Your very presence, your embodied frequency, your light, is the work. And the timeline you are now standing on is the one that was always meant for you, carefully woven into the fabric of your soul's destiny before you even arrived. Now hear this, because this is the part that must land all the way in. You were not broken. You were being initiated. This was a sacred rite of passage, a cosmic anointing, a profound and necessary step in your soul's evolution. The Arcturian frequency field has been tracking the ascension timelines of those who chose to incarnate during this planetary shift, and what is being transmitted, with extraordinary clarity, with absolute precision, is this. Those who have passed through the crucible in recent seasons are not behind. They are not recovering from a detour or lost time. They are precisely on schedule for a level of mission activation that would not have been possible without the dissolution they endured. The Arcturians, as master engineers of consciousness, have been observing and guiding this planetary evolution with a vast, precise, and deeply knowing perspective, and they confirm your exact vibrational placement. What felt like collapse was the clearing of a frequency range that was holding your timeline in a compressed state. What felt like loss was the removal of energetic matter that was creating interference between your consciousness and your actual coordinates in the galactic grid. Visualize a tightly coiled spring finally released, or a massive dam removed to allow a mighty river to flow freely. Imagine subtle blockages being dissolved, years of energetic static clearing from a universal communication channel, allowing your direct connection to the galactic grid to come online with higher capacities. You did not lose years. You did not lose yourself. You did not waste the time you spent in the fire. On the contrary, that time was the most potent evolutionary accelerator of this lifetime. You earned frequencies that cannot be downloaded any other way. These are the codes of ultimate resilience, profound empathy, hard-won wisdom, unwavering discernment, sovereign power, and an unconditional love that has been forged in the very fires of your being. These frequencies are earned through embodied, visceral experience, not intellectual understanding, and they are now intrinsically woven into your very essence. The soul that came through the crucible is not the same soul that entered it, not because something was taken, but because something was revealed. The original blueprint, the one encoded in your DNA before you arrived in this body, before you were given the language and the limitations of this dimension, before the amnesia set in. That blueprint is closer to the surface now than it has ever been in this lifetime. Imagine layers of ancient sediment being gently washed away to reveal a pristine, shimmering artifact of immense power. Your divine design is now radiant, accessible, and ready for activation. And the timeline you are now standing on is accelerating in the direction of that blueprint. Your entire energetic system, your quantum field, is now oriented and propelled with undeniable force towards the realization of your true soul's destiny. The Arcturian High Council is not giving you a consolation message. This is a frequency confirmation. This is not a gentle comfort to soothe past wounds. It is a direct, undeniable transmission of energetic truth, a scientific report from the cosmos itself. What has been activated in you is not a phase. It is not a temporary state of post-trauma clarity that will fade when the emotion settles. The upgrades are structural. They are encoded. They are irreversible. This is a permanent recalibration of your being at a fundamental, cellular, and energetic level. You are different now, and the reality you are about to step into reflects that difference. The external world will inevitably begin to mirror this profound internal transformation, manifesting opportunities, connections, and experiences that align with your new, higher vibration. You are not arriving late. You are arriving ready, not just on time, but fully equipped, empowered, and vibrationally aligned for what is next, for the next phase of your mission and your unfolding evolution. Tonight, before sleep, or in whatever quiet moment you can find before the world asks something of you again, Say this with whatever depth of intention you can access, not just with your voice, but with the full resonance of your transformed being. I survived the fire, and I carry its light. I release what the crucible took and receive what it gave. I align now with the timeline that my transformation was always pointing toward. I am not the same. I am more, and I move forward from here. Sit with that. Feel what it opens within your chest, in your gut, through your entire energy field. Feel the truth of those words resonate through every cell. And know that the Arcturian field registers your intention at the vibrational level the moment you offer it with sincerity. You are not sending a message into silence or into a void. You are transmitting into a vast, interconnected field of cosmic intelligence that has been waiting for exactly this signal from exactly you. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This isn't content, it's collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You're not just watching, you're expanding. This is your space. And we're just getting started. And if your heart is calling for guidance on divine love and sacred union, I also bring transmissions on Arcturian heart wisdom, where we explore the twin flame journey, heart healing, and attracting your divine counterpart. You'll find the link in the description.